It is used to customize the layouts as well as the images, fonts, colors, everything. Each and everything can be customized with respect to the graphical representation. So how is it possible? Customization allows better readability followed by aestheticity as well as the interpretation. We are representing a vector, that is C, followed by R, C, where it is nothing but multiple plots in a grid layout. Hello everyone, I welcome you all to the second session of Unit 5. So that's under Statistical Computing and Art Programming. So yes, this is a subject according to NEP syllabus, and over here we have reached the 5th unit and we have also completed one session under that, and heading up with session 2, and the unit is none other than regression models as well as advanced graphics in art. So this is a Unit 5. So let's move forward, but before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Deepa Kutnekar. I'm working as an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science, Vidhyaashram, Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. So let's see what are the things that we have discussed in our session 1. So this is a recap. So in our session 1, we have discussed regarding simple linear regression. Then we did discuss multiple linear regression. Also, we did discuss the linear model selection as well as the diagnosis. So if you want to learn more regarding these things, you have to watch the session 1. So heading up with today's session, this is the agenda, and we will be discussing about the advanced graphics in art today. So let's start. Over here, the art provides flexible graphic system. As you can just correlate R, we had discussed this in our Unit 1. Like the most advantage of R or using R is because of its graphics as well as statistics. So we will be representing the data in a graphics form. Now we have learned the graphics, we have learned how to plot them. Now we are heading with the advanced graph techniques. So let's start learning these things. Over here, the base graphics. So base graphics, we know like X, Y, we will be defining the terms for x-axis, y-axis, then we'll be defining the complete title for that graph. Okay, so that is all about the base graphics. And how is it possible? That was possible by using plot of. Then we also can go with graphical parameters, that is para of. So the main utilization of this is it is used to customize the layouts as well as the images, fonts, colors, everything. Each and everything can be customized with respect to the graphical representation. And up next is a interactive graphics. Interactive graphics, as we can know or just correlate on the Google, if you open a single plot and if you just give a click on that image of plot, then you can see the plot will be in a maximized version and you can see each and every point in a very good way, correct? So in the same way, we can just correlate it over here. We can identify or annotate points with just the mouse clicks. So that is a very advantageous, right? So that's how the things works. And the main advantage of dealing with this graphics is it provides better visualization and highlight the trends. So anything is there, if you want to highlight, if you want to point, you can do that. And it is also used to represent the things in a multi-dimensional data. So this is very important. So before was the time where we were representing the data in 1 dimension or 2 dimension. But now each and everything can be represented in a 3D form because we are in an AI duration, right? So yes, this is how we can utilize the R in order to represent our data according to our customizations. And up next, let's see how the plot customization is done. So default R plot via plots are simple but can be customized extensively. So how is it possible? Customization allows better readability followed by aestheticity as well as the interpretation. So you can directly interpret the data as well as the information according to your requirement. Up next, the common elements that can be modified with respect to your graphics are the title and label. So yes, if you want to change any of the title or any of the labels, or if you want to annotate, yes, you can do that. Then axis and text. So if you want to change the axis, if you want to, like, say for x-axis I have considered voltage and for y-axis I have considered time, and if you want to change that, yes, you are very easily you can do that. And if you want to change the colors as well as if you want to add the symbols, yes, you can do that, followed by line styles as well as the width. Even you can update these things, followed by legends and annotations. Correct, right? If you want to represent any of the waveform, these are very useful and helpful in order to represent your information through graphical way. Up next is a parameter. So now let's see, it is parameter. So how to define the parameter? Why do we go with parameter? We are done with basic plot. Now we are heading with parameter, where I can customize each and every bit of our representation. All right. So now over here you can see we are representing a vector, that is C followed by R comma C, where it is nothing but multiple plots in a grid layout, followed by mar parameter, where it is used to set the margins. MAR, it is used to set the margin. It might be in the bottom, it might be in the top, as well as left, right, anything can be set. So let's see an example. Parameter of MF row. Okay, so we are defining a vector C of 2, 2 followed by the margin C of 4, 4, 2, 1. So yes, this is a vector that we have defined. Next, I have to go with base plot. Okay, base plot of empty cars followed by MPEG. So what is the type? It is given, and empty cars followed by weight. So dollar is used to represent or differentiate between the parameter through which it has to be defined, followed by plot. Again, it is empty cars of HP. Then it should also give us a display of that empty cars. So we are dealing with the properties of a simple car. So that was an example that we considered in our first slide, right? So we are continuing with it. Up next, interactive graphics. So now we did saw the basic graphic and then the parameter, that is for customized graphic. Now heading with interactive graphics. So the keyword used is a locator of, which is used to click coordinates directly on the plot. Up next is a identify. So this identify is completely utilized to label specific points interactively. So now let's see an example for this, that is plot of x comma y, which is used to plot a basic plot followed by locator. So locator, why is it used? Yes, exactly, it is used to click on coordinates and verify on the plot. Followed by identify, identify of x comma y. Yes, it is used to label points by clicking on those required points. Up next, let's see the specialized text as well as the label notations. The text is used to annotate, then followed we'll be adding mathematical annotations or the notations with expressions. So correct, right? Even whenever we are working with a statistical data, it is directly correlated with our mathematical representations. So yes, that expressions can also be represented or displayed by using expression of keyword. So over here we have an example where we are again going with the base plot, that is a plot of x comma y followed by color, where I am representing it. I want to represent it in a blue color with a pitch value of 16, followed by the text. So yes, I want to represent a text of x comma y followed by the title. It should be data point followed by the position. Okay, done. Next, title. Title main of expression followed by y. It should represent beta naught followed by beta 1 into x. So in this way, you can represent even the mathematical expression too. So that is why we can say R is one of the bestest tool in order to represent the graphical things or our data in a graphical form. Moving forward, over here, defining colors. So yes, you can make it more colorful by defining them. So built-in color names like red, blue, green, that is none other than our RGB values. So we can define them by using epsilon. Then the palettes, it also can be updated. That is, if you want to go with rainbow, you can directly define it rainbow. Then the heat colors, yes, you can directly go with heat dot colors of, followed by terrain colors. So okay, if you don't want heat colors, you can go with the terrain colors. Also, you can go with the topo colors. So this is how we can set a variations through defining each and every bit by using different color, by using different notations, and make it more colorful and easy to understand too. Then let's see an example. I want a bar plot wherein I want it in a color of rainbow. So rainbow with a number of bars is 5. So 5 denotes the number of bars. Let's move forward with our higher dimensional plots. So this was our interactive plots. Now heading with higher dimensional plots where we can go with the 3D too. So 2D is limiting and 3D is a scatter plot that helps in visualizing the things in a multivariable relationships. All right. Up next, the common packages which is used are scatterplot 3D, then RGL where we can go with interactive 3D points, followed by Plotly. So Plotly is a web-based interaction. Okay. So these are the common packages that we can be considered under higher dimensional plots. So let's see an example. We are defining a library of scatterplot 3D followed by scatterplot 3D. Again, I want the same data to be shown properly with respect to three-dimensional way. So yes, I am defining different properties like weight, the horsepower followed by the MPG. Also, the color I have defined it in a blue. So I want to represent these properties in a color of blue with a pitch of 19. So this is how I can go with a 3D thing too. This was all about our advanced graphics. Like we started with base graphics, then we started with the customized graph plots, then followed by the 2D plots, and then with the 3D plots, that is a higher dimensional plots too. So we saw the keywords, then we saw simple examples how to deal with them. So this is all about this 5th unit. Yeah, we have completed the syllabus of 5th SEM, that is under the statistical computing and R programming subject. So you have complete 5 units under this subject. We have different videos starting from unit 1. I would say you can just go back and check those videos too. And all the very best for your exams. So thank you.